Hi everyone, it's Jackie, and let's talk real today. Today my subject is going to be on keeping your INR levels in a healthy range. There are probably some of you out there that have mechanical valves and some of you that don't. Today's subject is going to be designated for the people with artificial valves. Because with an artificial valve, you know that you have to take a drug called Coumadin. And Coumadin is the only drug that we can take that will help our blood stay regulated. The reason for this blog today was because last night I was on another heart site, and there was a lot of people that I was just talking to that had their levels so high, and I was so confused because when I had my level at that amount, I had a major brain bleed, and so the thing about it is they were, at 6.7. That was one lady. When I had an INR of a 6.7, I was rushed to the hospital with a major brain bleed, 2 centimeters in my left side of my brain. And then there was people that had INRs that went up to 7. And I tried to stress the importance of getting your blood checked regularly. In my case, weekly. I have had 4 hemorrhages since I've had my open heart surgery, and that was 2.5 years ago. My first hemorrhage was when I had a nosebleed that just wouldn't stop. So I had to go in and cauterize both sides of my nose and put rocket pockets, which aren't fun to have, but they stopped the blood. They said it was fine. About 6 months later, I had the same situation arise, and they go in and do the exact same surgery to stop the hemorrhage. Then January 15th of 2017 is when I had my major brain bleed. And that was because I was not checking my INR, and I think I went about a month. And it was the holidays, and I wasn't eating properly, and I wasn't checking my blood. And obviously what happened is the blood got way too thin, and it broke into my cranium. Put me in ICU for 11 days. 11 days in ICU. Yeah, they were able to shut my brain down. They closed the brain down immediately, instantly, with plasma, and they shot me with vitamin K. Boom, the cranium was shut. The problem arose was because they couldn't start the INR. They couldn't start my Coumadin. I was a wall that they couldn't break through. So every day they kept putting in and giving me my Coumadin, but the blood levels weren't changing. So now I'm in a situation. I got 2 centimeters of blood in the brain, and I have blood that is too thick for my valve. I never prayed so hard in my life. I thought going through open heart surgery was the scary part. Now I'm in a place where I could either have a stroke or my brain could have a problem. God's good. He looked after me. But God was the one who suggested that I write my book and share my story, share my life. And you as a Christian group, I can talk about God because we're allowed. See, I talk about him to anybody anyways. I'm not afraid to talk about the Lord. I love him. If it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be sitting in front of you right now telling you this and caring about you as much as I do. I was told to write my story, which I did. And I'm not here to promote my book. My book is called My Unexpected Journey. But all proceeds of that book are being donated. I am not making money a penny off that book. I just want to help other people overcome obstacles that they are facing in their life right now. Because there's a lot of people right now that's hurting. And a lot of people need some uplifting. And I want to be able to be there to help them. I am a motivational speaker, and I am also a one-on-one coach. And I help people all over the world right now try to maintain. And I think the biggest group that I work with at this time are my heart patients. Because see, after coming out of our open heart surgery, you and I both know that it's not an easy walk in the park. We may be feeling healthy. Yes, we're alive, but it does something to your brain. It does something to your psyche, you know, and only you would know what I'm talking about. But what the Lord, He helps get you through it. And I'm learning to let go every day, because I figured He has this one. He had it back when I had my surgery. And obviously I have a job to do. So that's why I'm sitting here right now telling all my people on all the sites that I belong to take care of yourself. Take care of your INR. Get it checked. If mine only could be between 2 and 2.5. If I go over a 2.5 level, they cut my Coumadin down for the day, or they make me stop for one day. But I am regulated on a weekly basis. And I'm going to stay that way until I feel comfortable enough. I had the 2 surgeries in my nose. I had the brain bleed. And then just 7 weeks ago, I had lung surgery. And they had to pull my diaphragm off of my left lung. So that was successful. The surgery went successful. The problem arose was that after I came home 12 hours, I started hemorrhaging in my lung. So my husband rushed me back to the hospital, and they had to do emergency surgery to stop the hemorrhaging. That's why I'm so impulsively begging you to keep check on yourself. Even if you don't have an artificial valve, you've been through a lot. We know that feeling. If something doesn't feel right, I don't care what it is. Your body tells you. You know, it's here. Call it whatever you want, your gut, your spirit, God. If something's talking to you right here, follow it. Because if you don't, I know that I've gotten in trouble. So anyways, I just wanted to say hi, touch base with you, and say have a nice day. And until we speak again, ciao.